And I might put this one in a slightly smaller container over here. So epiphytes, these are jungle cacti and cacti that grow on trees and climb up trees. I have 2 Thanksgiving cacti in bloom. These ones are bright pink, some light pink ones here. An Epiphyllum angular that will hopefully give me flowers in the spring. I'm going to start by rooting these cuttings. Epiphyllums tend to bloom better when they are root bound, so I'm going to put all of these cuttings in one pot. So I have a couple different varieties here. I have Epiphyllum strictum, which has thin white petals, and I have Pink elegance, which is a pink blooming variety, and I have Princess Kelly, which is white with yellow back petals, and these 2 are supposed to bloom completely yellow, so I'm really excited about those. 4-inch nursery pot and some cactus soil from Bonsai Jack. I'm going to root them in this because they tend to rot really easily, so I want them to have a nice gritty soil that dries out really quickly if I have to water them, so they don't rot when they are rooting. I can pour it in there. So I'm going to pour a little bit, place the cuttings in here and try to keep them steady. These are all dipped in rooting hormone, by the way. Oh, this one has some aerial roots, so I think I'm going to pot it upside down. But I have some rooting powder on the bottom anyway. So I have 3 cuttings in there, and I'm just going to kind of put a little bit of the mix in there to keep them sturdy. And I'm going to put these 2 in there. It's kind of a balancing act to try to get them all to stay. And these are ready to be put in a window with partial sun. And hopefully in a couple months they'll have some roots. All right. So these are my rooted cuttings. These are red blooming. This is Epiphyllum oxypetalum. So this is like a night blooming variety with pure white flowers, and it smells amazing. This one is Bertha T. Luce, which is kind of two-toned red and white in the center. This is two-toned, this is gonna be like a two-toned pink. And this one is Southern Charm, which is gonna be kind of like a peachy orange. So I'm going to try to fit these in one pot because, like I said before, epiphyllums tend to flower more when they are root bound. I'm going to take this kind of regular soil mix right here, and it has a little bit of old orchid bark, so I threw that in there. I'm gonna take some of this cactus mix to kind of make it a little bit more like well draining. And I'm gonna pour a little bit in here. And mix it up. This mix already has perlite in it. I don't really like perlite because it tends to float to the top of the soil and make a mess when you're watering. And I'm sick of it. But it's the cheapest way to make your soil fast draining. However, I really like my cactus gritty mix. So I'm gonna put some soil in this 6-inch pot, and I'm gonna try to fill it with as many of these rooted cuttings as I can. I don't know if I'll be able to fit all of them in here, but I have some more pots just in case. So I'm gonna put all of the red ones in here. And then maybe this two-toned pink. And let's see. Oh, this is another red one I missed. Might do Southern Charm. this one over here. Getting a little tangled. It's okay. I'm gonna fill this up with soil. And I'm probably going to give it a day or two before watering so that the roots can kind of callus over and heal themselves before I give it any water. Want to be really careful to avoid root rot with these. Kind of move around the cuttings in the soil so they're not too close together. Kind of mix it up a little bit. Okay, so this one is potted, and then we have these two. Which one did I say this was? My Bertha Tea Loose and my Oxypetalum. So I'm gonna put these in one of these containers. And you know what? I think I might pot this by itself because its roots are pretty big already. So I have this smaller container here, and I think I'm gonna put this one in here. So yeah. All right, so put this. And these are just nursery pots because ceramic pots are extremely expensive, and buying a lot of plants, you end up with a lot of nursery pots. So I just kind of roll with it. All right, this one is potted up. All good to go. And we're going to pot the Oxypetalum in this one. I am making a pretty big mess, but that's what happens when you play with dirt. So I'm not too concerned, it's very easily cleaned up. All right, and we are all set. That is my Epiphyllum collection. Thanks for watching.